All right. So what I wanted to talk about real quickly in this video was the topic of having a victim mentality. And I wanted to talk about this because it's so important to understand when you're contemplating up leveling your life, because at the end of the day, I look at my job to show people the truth and to not let them linger in false beliefs that no longer serve them. Right. That's how true change ends up occurring. Now, I see a lot of people that have a victim mentality, but the real problem is that they're not aware that they have a victim mentality. And I'm not poking fun, right? Because I too had one at one point in my life. And a victim mentality is believing the stories and thinking that outside circumstances dictate their life. So when it comes down to investing in themselves, even though they're disappointed or frustrated, maybe even borderline depressed over it, instead of truly fixing it, they just try cheap Band-Aid, ineffective solutions that never get them anywhere because they're afraid to invest in themselves to actually fix the problem. Now, deep down, they most likely know at this point, they've tried all this stuff, that these other things aren't going to solve this for them. The $12 ebook, the $47 workout app, the 100-day, 60-day body by whoever transformation challenge. They never teach them what they truly need to know. So they may see some result, right? You've probably lost weight before, or looked a little better, but then it goes away and you gain back whatever you lost and then some. So the only reason you struggle with your body is that you have false beliefs around fitness, nutrition, and what you actually need to do. And you don't have the knowledge of how to truly lose fat when you're over 35, or how to change how your body truly looks once you're over that age to still be able to eat foods you want to eat. And you may think you know some stuff, because most people know some stuff, right? But that hasn't gotten you anywhere but paralysis by analysis and being in a body you don't like being in, right? But people will stay in this cycle of spending money on crap and trying to piecemeal this together, right? They try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They read an article here, they try this over there. Someone told them about this, because they're fearful of investing in themselves. So the first part is becoming aware that this is even happening, right? Because awareness is always the first step. Nothing is happening to you. You're making choices moment by moment in your life. Oftentimes it's unconscious though. But the biggest excuse I see people throw up, if there is one, right? Sometimes it's time, but more so than that, which at the end of the day is a fear-based defense mechanism and a victim mentality, is someone who says, I don't have any money, I can't afford it right now, whatever it is, which makes absolutely zero sense. I don't even know what you mean when you say you can't afford it. You hate the way you look in and out of clothes. You hate looking in the mirror. You hate being naked with your spouse. You hate seeing pictures of yourself, and you say you can't afford it. I don't understand what that actually means, because at the end of the day, what it really means is that it's not important to you, because that's just your belief. It means you're stuck in a story where you believe that you don't have any money, you can't afford it, all these things happen to me, there's nothing you can do about it because, right? But here's the deal. When people say they don't have money for something, I call BS on that, right? Because people always find a way to pay for the things that are important to them. Clothes, going out, surgeries, medical bills, braces, college, whatever. You always find a way to pay for what you need or want if you truly want to. So when someone says they don't have money, all you're really saying is that this isn't that important to you and you don't value this enough, right? So if fitness is important to you, if your family is important to you, if your confidence is important to you, and you no longer want to have a victim mentality around this, like I once had, right? So again, I'm not poking fun here. You have to put your money where your mouth is and make the decision to do something about it. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, then stop complaining about your body and your weight and accept that you will always stay this way and it'll never be what you want it to be, because you're not willing to overcome fear and take action to invest in yourself. That's the reality of it, okay? And I dealt with this myself. So again, I'm not trying to be mean about it. This is the reality. This is how people make decisions. It's either based on fear and scarcity or abundance and what they want. So when you don't take control over your own life, you're putting the power into other people or things. And that's BS, because at the end of the day, we live in a free country where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to pay for things that we want and value, right? Now, if you want to up-level your life, you need to up-level how you think about your life, which is one of the things that we help you to do, to see all these false bullshit beliefs for what they are, right? They're all false beliefs. You've just been buying into that story. Invest money on what's important to you and don't invest it on what's not. But you can't make excuses any longer and not take action on things that are important to you, because there's always a way. There's always a way. There's always a way. No one has caused you to spend money on things. You have to make the conscious decision to spend money on what you truly value and what you feel you'll get the most return out of. Now, what I tell people is, this is the time. You're here right now. This is the time for you to take inventory of where you're at. If your first thought is money, how much does this cost? What's it going to cost me? Become aware that you're even doing that in the first place. Are you creating a story that you don't have money, that you can't invest in yourself? Maybe one day I'll do this. I can't do this right now because of X, Y, and Z. Even though I hate my body and I say I want to change it, I'm just going to keep putting it off and never doing anything of substance to fix it. I'm going to keep trying all these silly band-aids that over time add up to a lot of money in the first place, right? So you need to have a level of ownership in your life if you want to own your life. No one has sympathy for a victim, yet so many of us stay stuck here because it's what we know. It's the story we've been buying into, and we're used to living with excuses, living with a past story. So now is the time to become aware of that. Either make the decision that I'm investing in myself, my life, and my body is worth it, and I value this, or accept the fact that it's just not that important to you and you'd rather continue to stay stuck. Because if you don't invest in yourself, what you're really doing is you're sending a loud signal to the universe of what you think your body and your life is worth, and you'll keep on attracting more of the same crap into your life. It's just the way it works, right? So if you don't want to take care of your body and your fitness, that's fine. That's a decision you are free to make. But again, if this is truly important to you, I mean, truly important to you, really want to solve this, never have to deal with this again, there is no more I can't afford it, because you could always afford what you want, right? No more excuses after excuses. If you want to keep making those, then you really just don't want it, which again, it's fine, right? But you got to be honest with yourself. Stop complaining about it, because if you want it, you absolutely can afford it. And there is 1000% a solution. So admit it to yourself. Do I want this or not? Am I letting fear dictate my decisions or not? If you truly want this, invest in yourself, get the freaking solution already, and be done with this. Live the rest of your life like a champ, right? But if you don't truly want it, then just keep floundering around on Google or Instagram, or do another challenge, or 6-pack abs in 30 days workout, or hire some random personal trainer down at Anytime Fitness and keep staying stuck. That's a decision too, right? So again, that's my rant, right? And I'm doing it from a place of love, a place of caring and compassion, because I do care about you and getting these results. But what I found, and again, I've been here myself, is when you stay stuck in fear, you stay stuck in fear. Nothing changes. But when you make the conscious decision to overcome that and invest in yourself, your life changes on a whole nother level. So I hope what you needed out of this. And some of you listening to this, you already live in an abundance mentality, and that's absolutely awesome. I can guarantee that you're already attracting what you want into your life. This is a no-brainer to you, right? But others who I see that live with scarcity, they live with a victim mentality, I invite this to be your wake up to change it right now. Stop putting it off. It's never going to get better to live in that mentality. You have to interrupt those patterns and make a conscious decision to change, no matter what your circumstances are in your life. We've all been dealt cards we've been dealt, right? You have a decision to keep focusing on your lack and what you don't have. And all that does at the end of the day, you think it's accomplishing something. I used to think it accomplished something. All you're doing is pouring energy on creating more of that crap. So take action, make a conscious decision to change and up-level your life. And I promise you, you are 1000% worth it. When you do this, you will be free forever to eat what you want, to never worry about this again. Free forever. And there's nothing better than living your life like that. Hope you got what you needed out of this. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Take care.